One card left in hand. I'm going to attack first and see if they have a pause. All right, no pause. Fair. I'm going to fire it off. No pause. I feel like that's safe, right? Could be a board wipe, I guess. And whew. All right, we got there. Greetings, happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more at playing Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. We are at it again, this time revisiting some Runo action. You guys seem to like that card quite a bit, so I figured I'd continue to brew with him. We are back with a standard Dimir, or just a 2-faction pair. I will try Sultai, it's on the list, and Esper was kind of what I was looking at, but I don't think we get enough from white to do it, but I'll dabble in a little bit. But this time we're focusing on capitalizing on Dollhouse of Horrors, being able to bring back creatures that we don't necessarily care that they come back as 1/1s, even though the more we do it, the more they get buffed, but we're capitalizing on their enter the battlefield effects, as well as their kind of sustainable triggers or exit triggers, things like that, on death triggers, right? So we are running snow because I want to run blood on the snow. I feel like it's kind of worth it being able to give things back. But yeah, we're trying to synergize with Runo, getting back 6 drops to flip Runo to make copies, and that's why we're running a few more creatures to facilitate our kind of self-mill, our draw discard. So we have a lot of ways to loot to put our 6 cost and plus guys in our graveyard to be able to bring back cheaper with Dollhouse, or put it back on the top of our deck with Runo. So we're running 4 Faceless Havens, 4 Ice Tunnels, 8 Snow-Covered Swamps, 9 Covered Islands. We're running, for removal, we're running 3 Blood Chief's Thirst and 3 Infernal Grass, just catch all be all. We're running 2 Negates to help us with board wipes and key removal spells, as well as the Epiphany decks. And then we're running 4 Suspicious Stowaways. You guys know I like this card. It comes down early. It has a chance of flipping when you're on the play at a high amount of time to get us card drop, but if not, it is a creature that allows us to loot, i.e. throwing other creatures in the bin so we could draw more gas to get there. Overwhelming Archivist is another underrated card that I'm trying. I don't think it's great in testing. You guys will see in the video. So that's why I trimmed on it a little bit. But I felt like it might have been a way for us to deal, kind of go through our deck as well. And it's a solid way to, or a good copy for Runo. And I want to try something different than my usual Organ Hoarder that I have been doing for those you have seen previous videos. We're running Runo, of course. I will mention him. He is a 1/4 Vampire Cleric for 1 blue-black. Flying, when Runo Stromkirk enters the battlefield, put up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. So it could be any creature, period. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card. If it's a creature with mana value 6 or greater, reveal this, transform Runo Stromkirk. Then he becomes a 3/5 flying Kraken Horror. And then whenever he attacks, you get to make a copy of any tapped and attacking creature, and that token comes into play tapped and attacking as well. So once again, capitalizing on enter the battlefield triggers and like on hit triggers as well, as just general board effects. We were running 2 Thirst for Discovery. That was another card that I felt was going to do more, but it felt a little clanky, and once again could have been different in the matchups. We're running 3 Celestis because I feel like ramping from 3 to 5 to be able to play a Dollhouse of Horrors makes a big difference in the deck, and it is another way for us to loot, i.e. draw and discard, to be able to fuel our graveyard. So we're running that. We're running 3 Dollhouse of Horror. This is a artifact for 5 generic, and then pay 1 and tap to exile a creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of the exiled card, except it's a 0/0 construct in addition to its other types, and it has this creature gets +1/+1 for each construct you control. It gains haste until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. So once again, because all of our creatures have enter the battlefield effects or something that resolves even regardless of its health, its power and toughness, that's why we're running these kind of creatures to kind of combo off with Dollhouse, even though they can get bigger. So that's the kind of the wombo combo. Then finally on the 6 drop slot, we're running 2 Blood on the Snows to have some redundancy in the deck, as well as a way to catch up should our opponent get ahead of us. 3 Cemetery Desecrators. I was running the Bounce Sphinx in there, but it just never did enough, it felt like, against the meta. And you guys will see it some of the videos towards the end if you watch that long. We put back in Xanathar. I really tried to change it up. I really did. But it just, it's the cards, you know, the best cards are the best cards. And then Toxrill, the corrosive, to be able to clear the board and get value if it sticks. And then for those of you that don't know, Xanathar will be starting to play cards off the top of our opponent's deck. I initially started this deck with a kind of steal your opponent's stuff theme to it, but then that's kind of like a non-bow with Dollhouse of Horrors, so that might be a separate deck I do later on in the future. Real quick, want to give a shout out to our latest member that joined us here on the Struggle Bus. That is Marco Didic. Thank you so much for joining us day after day. Really do appreciate you. You rock. But ladies and gentlemen and Hattie friends, that is the deck. So without further ado, let's find out if we can make this iteration of Runo Stromkirk work. Alright, our opponent goes first, but we get to dig. So I think, and we have some removal, so I think we're going to keep this. Alright. Wonder if we should be more aggressively looking for, Alright. Cancel that. Let them not discard anything first, or exile, then we hit them. Oh yeah, derp. Yeah, that was silly. We were 20 times better off. Alright, that was a lucky. Yeah, cause see this. Oh, this could still block. So let's draw this card. Stowaway. I think we just pitched that. They go to combat. I mean, they could have an exile effect here, right? So let's see what our opponent does. I mean, we'll just... Alright, Spellbinder. Okay. So, what? Powered kill. I mean... They have good targets, they have bad targets. It's probably just gonna end up being Dollhouse. Alright, Deluge. I'm okay with that. No attacks from our opponent. That's pretty sweet, actually. So we're just gonna hold here. And then we have the ability to both thirst or powered kill based on what our opponent does. The fact that they didn't attack with Sun Gold Sentinel makes me feel like they don't have an exile effect. So we're probably going to just kill the Spellbinder. Like, the Sun Gold Sentinel is an issue, but once again, I feel like if they had it, their play pattern... annoying. Okay. It's pretty good. Pretty good, opponent. We still get a 3-3, so let's see. We're about to get wrecked here. Yep. That resolves. Nothing we can do about it. Kill that. We get a 3-3. Block here. We stem some of the bleeding. So completely shutting off our Dollhouse. That Runo does block. Runo does block. Yep, I'm just gonna play Runo. Dollhouse isn't gonna do anything for us right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we don't, we could thirst for knowledge, right? Start to fuel. I think we needed to stem the bleeding, right? There was an argument there to thirst for knowledge to hit our land and fuel the graveyard, but what are we gonna do? Oh man, Redain. And, alright, fair. Guess we just gotta suck it up, Buttercup. Decline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just in case we get a tap land. Okay, we can pitch that. Play this. Oh, oh. Yep. Oh my gosh, Redain just wrecks our day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So what are we looking for here? Blood in the snow, maybe? And that... Decline. 1, 2, 3. I guess we draw... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For Dollhouse, that doesn't do anything. This is 8. So let's dig first. Okay, we can at least play that. So do we just discard? Yeah, I guess we just discard Dollhouse. Play this, and then chump block with Runo. Which is funny, because next turn that would have flipped Runo and we could have blocked. So that's kind of funny, right? I guess one of the slight drawbacks. So... Yep. Block here. And then probably still bounce Redain. Nothing we could really do. Still no attacks. So we're going to lose our Sphinx. And I did punch the... yeah. Okay. So do they have another... Okay. Interesting. I guess our opponent was playing... Oh, wow. They were really playing around Bloodless, though. Holy cow. Okay, fair. Oh, yeah, that works for him, too. So if we punch the Dollhouse, we... Yeah, that checks out. I like what our opponent's doing. That was pretty good. So this is interesting, right? Do we get rid of a dog, or do we get rid of a Spirant? Like, I think we are darned if we do, darned if we don't. So let's just get rid of a Spirant. Play a land, and then send it back. Oh, that... Oh, it's okay. When they exile a thing. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad for us. Redain. That is a clock, though. That is a clock, for sure. One, two... Alright, do we have... Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can draw something good. Luckily, our opponent has no creature land, so this is going to be tight. Probably looking for a Blood on the Snow, right? Blood on the Snow will let us get back Runo, it lets us tuck Sphinx or Desecrator. And that may be enough. Nothing we can do here, unfortunately. It's going to be close. Toxtrol will work as well, right? We can get Sphinx. I think we just get Toxtrol plus Runo. Play a land. Toxtrol. I guess if they have Absence, they have Absence. There's nothing we can do. And then just to have a second blocker, we'll play Runo and tuck Sphinx. Tuck Sphinx. And our Deluge casually cost 9. Do we attack here? I wonder if we should attack first, then played Runo. Probably. I'm gonna hold, though. I think we're just gonna go for a big swing here. They have a pause. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Oh, man. This is tight. This is tight. They've got 3 cards in hand. So, like, alright. Whew. Oh, man, I was sweating on that one. Alright, we have our turn 2 Suspicious Stowaway, so I think we're going to rock this. And we have a little bit of protection should we get our stuff going. So the question is, are we going to be able to get our stuff going, though? Ugh. Alright, so probably going to be a Shambling Ghast to make it... Alright, fair. So let's see if we get Cadillac on turn 3. It's a bit of an issue for sure. Snow-covered lands. Toski, nice. I like. Yeah, we'll let them draw, I guess. Ooh. It's a good one. It's a good one for sure. Let's draw this card first. And the Celestis. Celestis is good, but I think we're gonna go here first. And another one. Bites the dust. We'll go ahead and pitch that one as well. Have a blocker for Innkeeper and for Toski, so they have to pick and choose. Obviously, if they attack with both, we'll block Innkeeper. Nice, nice. I like what our opponent's got going on here. We'll go ahead and block accordingly. Ooh. Realm Meteor is a little awkward against our deck, man. It's so funny, the amount of, like, just natural hate that we've been coming up against in these games. It's kind of preposterous. Let's see here. Pitch lands. Play the Celestis and then leave up Power Word. That seems correct to me. Pitch a land. Play Celestis. Leave up a land. And then pass the turn. Field of Ruin. Fair. That can only help us, I feel like. Let that resolve. Go grab a black source. Let our opponent attack. Alright, we'll block. And got a power kill here. No response from our opponent, so they denied them card draw again. I like that. We're up to 6 mana. So I wonder if we go ahead and tuck the Tox roll. Kind of feel like we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meat Hook for 1. Interesting, interesting. There's our land. I like that. So let's go ahead and play our Runo. Tuck the Tox roll. Keep up Negate. So Blood in the Snow may not be an option right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another Field of Ruin. Trespasser can't do anything about that. Aids up one of our Archivists, unfortunately. Fair enough. Reveal. One card left in hand. I'm going to attack first and see if they have a pause. Alright, no pause. Fair. I'm going to fire it off. No pause. I feel like that's safe, right? Could be a board wipe, I guess. And, whew. Alright, we got there. So this hand is a little slow, but we are on the play, and I do feel comfortable about our deck building, so we're going to keep this one. It just gives us some sack fodder, right? Let's go ahead and start off with black. No need to give away the Fading Hope just yet. Our opponent may be in a position where they play around the Jwari Disruption. Maybe. Probably not, considering mono white seems to be the name of the game. Okay. Might let this one go. Not 100% yet. See, they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. So I call that a win for us. Alright. Opponent kind of fearless. Fair enough. Ooh. Card's a little bit problematic for us. Not gonna lie. Now we get the Jwari Disruption. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and go this way. So we can potentially Fading Hope into Disruption. See what our opponent does. Excellent. Wait. Vigilance if it controls more lands than you search your library. Yeah, let's go ahead and counter it anyways. And then let's go ahead and bounce as well. And, ooh. We do not, I mean, we kind of do, right? Because we want discard fodder, but I guess we can also do, like, memory deluge for, like, our discard effects. Now, we have one. Let's bottom that. We're looking for a Tox roll against mono white. Ooh, oh, look at that. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, next turn. That gives us an opportunity. So let's go ahead and play this. We have our land, and then what we can do... Oh, yeah, that's right. We bottomed it. We didn't... Lol. My bad. That should have been a memory deluge turn. Not even gonna lie to you guys. I messed that one up really bad. We scried. We scried, we didn't discard. So that 100% should have been a deluge there, but looks... decline. Alright, this will be a deluge. And trade 1 for 2. I don't think so. Wonder if I should have played Haven there. Alright. It's a bad target to bounce. Yeah, plus the Sphinx like would have allowed us to play around Sentinel. Turn target creature from mana by 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Opponent sacrifices a creature. Alright, yeah, I mean, checks out. And yeah, unfortunately, we do have more lands than our opponent. Both these cards have very bad targets to bounce. So that's a bit of a toughie for sure. But, you know, let's see if we can go find ourselves a Blood in the Snow seems good. And then we have our 6th land. So is it Thirst for Discovery or Archivist, right? Taking Blood in the Snow. And let's take Thirst for Discovery. Ooh, alright, fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So bouncing that feels pretty bad. But I guess it puts us on the board. We can also bounce Professor Symbology, but... I guess this just gives him a land. We definitely want to still bounce it. I think the tempo play is worth it. And then we'll probably use our Thirst to go digging for our Tox roll. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Hand Monk, alright. Now, obviously, that Sentinel is going to be pretty bad, eating up our... Fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. Question is, like, they're going to eat it, right? So I think we have to Blood in the Snow here, as awkward as that sounds. Do we want to keep playing lands? Keep one for discarding, I guess. So let's Blood on the Snow, unfortunately. Destroy all creatures. Play all our snow. Then we get back Runo that gets back the Riddle Master. Now they can... Yeah, I think we still keep it. So they're going to eat our Deluge, unfortunately. But I think now that we know we're going to flip a Runo, right? And we can copy Sphinx as many times. If they have another Quill command, like it is what it is, right? me see, what are the other options on it? Return target creature from mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Return target creature is +3 flying, and player draws and loses a life. Opponent sacrifice. Still pretty decent against us. Alright. Yeah. Get some value from Hound. They're gonna science. Fair. So hopefully we can get lucky here and get a Tox roll, because the Tox roll will also give us a slug that can eat up the sacrifice effect from the Quill. Them having that Sentinel there to exile is unfortunate. They're probably still contemplating whether to play it or not. Yeah, and they'll eat up our Deluge. Fair enough, opponent. Reveal. Play the Sphinx, tempo them out again. Yeah, I think it's still correct. And then get in there for 3. Let's see. I mean, if we make 1 copy of the Sphinx, I feel like we're doing pretty good, right? I wonder how Faceless Haven works, actually. Attacks, tap the create token that's a copy of another target attack. Because it would make 2. You know what? For science, I actually think I'm going to fire up 2 Faceless Havens. Fair enough, opponent. Good job. They got us. They got us, not gonna lie. So 1, 2, 3. Fire up Thirst for Knowledge. Yeah, and we could do the whole Runo thing again. I like that. Discard 2 lands or discard the Archivist, right? Yeah, I think we just keep gas in our hands. Let's just discard these. And then play Runo. So now we're seeing the engine. You know what I mean? Like, we could tuck Runo again, but let's just get this going again. I really want to try to do it with Faceless Haven now. Maybe look, though, is quite unfortunate. Our opponent still with a full grip, man. That's kind of crazy. Nice. I like that.
They may be a god in this. Perhaps learn some humility.
So this guy can't do that, right? And then bounce, turn target creature opponent controls its owner's hand. Okay. So yeah, let's take the chance here, right? So 1, 2, 3. Fire up the Haven. And then let's go to combat, attack, Field of Ruin. Fair. Fair enough. Do we want Thirst for Knowledge versus just playing an Archivist? I like that because then we could attack next turn and copy that. So let's just tap. That happens. Fair enough. Let's grab another blue source. Alright, that's it. And then we'll play our Archivist here. Draw, discard. Dry Disruption. Also Thirst for Knowledge as well. It's close. I don't think Disruption is going to play that big of a role here. So I think we just discard that. Keep digging. It's unfortunate. I really wanted to see. I think it makes 2 copies of it because it counts. It's a changeling, so it counts as everything.
Take a moment to consider your actions.
So they know whatever they play here, we have Sphinx to bounce. On Twitch, okay. Splinter, alright. They're going to make our Sphinx super expensive. Fair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, obviously now we're kind of regretting pitching all those lands. That's when it just goes off here. Fair enough. Opponent did a great job playing this. great job playing this. So we can thirst. Still looking for a tox roll. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's decline and pitch the other Thirst and Archivist. Because now it looks like we're not being suspicious at all when we play it, right? Doesn't look suspicious at all. And let's see. We could attack, but I think we just hold. And then next turn we can make like 2 copies of Archive. I think we're just gonna Tox roll. I would Blood in the Snow. Fair, alright. Opponent doing a fantastic job. They exile our graveyard again. It checks out. They kind of, the jig is up, right? Nice. Yeah, their opponent's doing great. How big? So this guy's gonna wreck our day at some point. Unfortunately.
Rise to evil's challenges.
Alright, at least we get 2 cards here. Man. Alright, let's see if this survives. If this survives this turn, I feel really good between Fading Hope and Test of Talents. But it needs to survive this turn, which may or may not happen. Our opponent's done a very good job of having a ton of removal. Wow, is it already up there?
Come, walk with me.
Fading Hope would have been sweet there. Alright. So let's see. I guess they could still Blood in the Snow. Adversary, okay. Okay. So Meat Hook is gonna kill us. Fair enough, right? I don't think we could do anything else about that, unfortunately. Yeah, good game, opponent. We could play Sphinx and bounce. Let's see here. I think it's better to just leave up Fading Hope. I mean, it doesn't quite matter. Just play Sphinx, bounce, and then we'll end the turn, and then Meat Hook will kill us. Fair enough, our opponent did a fantastic job playing this game. It was a very interesting game for sure. Alright, we have we're on the play with a Suspicious Stowaway, so we're gonna keep that, feeding our Dollhouse. Let's see if the Stowaway survives the onslaught. Opponent in the tank thinking about whether to keep or not. Sounds like they might be keeping, but we shall see, my friends. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah, they may be stepped away, grab a drink real quick. But yeah, hopefully the Stowaway will allow us to pitch some stuff to dig deeper into our deck. Probably gonna keep the Negate, pitch the Archivist first, I guess. Just to kind of fuel the Dollhouse. Alright, our opponent's back. Let's see if we'll be able to sneak in underneath the radar here. Interesting, they felt the need to show us the planes. So gotta be cognizant of them having the exile effect. So that was awfully nice of our opponents. Let's go ahead and dive in and draw a card before we draw this card. Runo. Alright, we'll pitch. Oh, that's right, we don't have pitch our Dollhouse though. Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we'll pitch our... I feel like our Dollhouse is pretty safe against black-white. Cathar takes... Oh, that worked out really well for us, actually. Bet our opponent was not expecting that. Let's go ahead and grasp here. Yes, we'll take the 5. We'll get the card back here in a moment. Let's get in there, and then we get to leave up negate just in case. Feels decent. I want to keep hitting our land drops, though. So we have both removal plus negate. Yeah, that's one of the pluses of nice. Hit our lands. So we can play Dollhouse if we need to. Let's go in for another 5. We'll just draw here. And we could get wrecked by a meat hook, right? So I think we just play Runo and hold up both spells. I know it's not the value play, right? But we have nothing in our graveyard anyways to turn on Dollhouse just yet. And like a meat hook there puts us in an awkward position versus here. I feel like now we're locking it up, right? And our opponent scoops it up. Okay. We had a little bit of draw discard. I would feel better about this. And our opponent's going first, so we're going to have to mulligan this, unfortunately. There we go. This is better. We'll keep this and tuck our second Runo. Alright, Fading Hope is not bad. We'll keep this up for right now. We're going to telegraph it, of course, but Kogari, we'll see. Ranger class. Okay, we will fire this off because this is essentially a removal spell here, so I think this is fine. Tap land. This is our 4th land. We could play it on turn 3 and just hold the Runo. I think that's fine. It's our second blue source. So let's go here, leave up Disruption. Question is if we're going to fire it off or play around something like... Ooh. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, for sure. We can't afford that to land. Basis Haven. Alright, so we're going to Deluge next turn. What are we looking for? Predator, okay. Sphinx. So we can't block that. They just eat their guy. So we're gonna hold here and Deluge after they attack, so they can't eat our Deluge. At least this turn. Gold Span Dragon. Yep, that resolves. Looks like we're gonna take 8. Fair enough. Nothing we can do here. I mean, at least Sphinx can block both those things, right? Werewolf, that resolves. So we're looking for... Yeah, interesting. Alright, so I like their Jun list. So what are we looking for? Blood on the Snow for sure. Then do we take our 6th land or Fading Hope? And I think we have to take Fading Hope so we don't die this turn. And then just hope that we draw the land. Desecrator Demon. That's not horrible. Man, I wish we could... We really need to draw our land. Alright, let's play Runo. Runo can block the pack leader. Runo can block the pack leader. Then hopefully they tap to do it, right? They're gonna level, okay. So they're gonna be able to cast whatever they want, unfortunately. I think I am gonna block the pack leader though. Just that way we have the potential of them tapping out to level it, and then we're taking 8, but then we can bounce the predator. Hopefully we bounce the predator without them. Like they tap out, then we could bounce the predator, right? We blood on the snow for just to get back Runo for no value, but then we have Desecrator take out Goldspan Dragon. Or maybe we just... It's interesting. I mean, all this is based on us drawing the land, right? But we're going to Fading Hope, hopefully Scry, and put... Oh, we won't Scry, actually. Yeah, this is going to be a risky one. It's going to... Maybe we should have taken the land, but I think it just... We had to take Blood in the Snow for sure. Taking the land, like what, we just chump block, but you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a tough mix of threats that our opponent has going on here. Obviously, because of Goldspan Dragon having haste. Sphinx can block it, so there's that, right? But we'll see. Fortunately, our opponent seems to be AFK at the moment. If we could draw an untapped land, I think we're okay. Because we get rid of Goldspan Dragon plus Pack Leader, right? And we could... I feel like we could deal with the Predator. I could be wrong, but I mean, we have 2 forms of bounce plus -X, which doesn't care. Oh, so our opponent just straight up, man. That's unfortunate. Let's not bounce anything. Land? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Our opponent... Maybe they disconnected. So the question is, do we, like, not play anything, right? And just kind of, since they gave us a buy. But, I mean, they did level Ranger class, right? So it's like, and they're still going to get to draw a card. Oh, thank you. Okay, they're back. All right. So... How greedy do we want to get here, right? We could Desecrator. Desecrator, do they have anything with 5 counters? We do not, right? So that's awkward because killing the Predator. One of the reasons why I wanted to bounce Predator. So, do we just... I think I am just gonna bounce Predator. Snakeskin Veil. Okay, alright. So we would have still taken the 8 last turn, right? Okay. Block. Is it indestructible? Oh, they could sack something. All right, let's block like this. Nice. Take the Sphinx. That's pretty good. One shy for Toxrill. We need another mana source too. So we're going to take 7. Right? Man, getting that Sphinx would have been pretty huge there. Like, that was pretty good timing for them. They top decked that, right? Because they didn't have it a minute ago. So, we can... 5 still won't kill it. They got rid of our thing. We don't have enough for Toxrill. We can't do both. So, I guess we have to Blood in the Snow. Destroy all creatures. Get back Runo to chump block, right? So we're not dead. Get back Runo. No triggers, unfortunately. So let's see what our opponent top decks here. Alright, we're not dead. And then the bounce will allow us to reset, right? Oh, man. So we play this, he becomes a 7, he attacks, we still die. This is so interesting. So interesting. We can kill a cat, I guess. Oh man, this is it would have been great if we could have dropped Toxroll. But at least we could block Chariot, right? So we have to eat something cheaper and leave Goldspan because that's the most expensive. So let's eat that. And oh, we can remove X counters. Oh shoot. Nah, we could do. Could have removed all the counters, but we're gonna Fading Hope, so I think that's fine. Right? I'm not sure actually. Maybe I made the mistake. Man, our opponent just drawing straight gas. Maybe we should have taken the counters, right? Because then if they attacked, yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe we should have just taken the counters. Yeah, our opponent eating everything is absolutely amazing. Holy cow. And then they put the counter here, but that's fine, right? Because we could block and kill. Man. Could have bounced the cat in response to the copy as well, but we needed the predator to attack. Yeah. Counter there, so they're playing a great game. We could bounce that, but we die. Okay. So they don't have enough to... Yeah, they do. Gosh darn it. And they have enough to replay Predator. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's see here. Let's Fading Hope here. Bounce that. And then we could block here. Yeah, I think we have to just kill the Chariot. I think we just have to. Kill the Chariot, exile that, and then do another -X, and then we're gonna lose it to the Predator this turn. At least we drew an extra land, which is nice. I think we might still be dead. So if they sack a dude, right? This is gonna be very close. This is gonna be... Are we still dead? Yeah, so we're still dead. Well done, opponent. Holy cow, man. What a play. They rocked us. Alright, not too bad. We're going first, so it makes Overwhelming Archivist and Thirst for Discovery better. So we're gonna keep this one. Go ahead and start off with blue. One hit or land drop, so we're gonna hold off. Maybe if we draw another one like our Sphinx or something like that, then we'll go ahead and play Toxroll. Alright, yeah, that's good timing. We can go ahead. I mean, they're not gonna play around the Disruption, but I think that's fine. Still gonna go ahead and get on the board with the Archivist. Once again, pitching Toxroll. They know the jig is up, but... Oh, they're gonna pick Divide by Zero, lol. Watch. Divide by Zero or Epiphany. Fading Hope. Yeah. It's the Toxroll. And then if we could draw either our Dollhouse or our Runo, I think we're sitting pretty. Looking at the Archivist, trying to figure out what's going on. That's why We're out here doing strange things, my friends. Strange things. I think we're just gonna block. If we can, I believe these decks only really run Absence and the whatever, the black one, white one. I always forget what that one is. All right, so they have Graveyard Hate, I guess. Checks out, checks out. Ooh, they really want to draw both our Test of Talents, unfortunately. So at least that's going to give us some fodder. I mean, once again, I believe they only have 2 removal spells. They're not running Snow. So if we could pick off one of their removal spells, I feel pretty good about that. Especially the Exile one. I always forget. I have no idea what it's called, to be completely honest with you, my friends. So we shall see what is going on. Tap land, fair enough. So if they don't do anything that we Test of Talents, then we're just gonna Thirst for Discovery. There we go. That's it. That's the one. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Hopefully they have one in their hand. Yeah. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a little tough for this deck, not gonna lie. Meat Hook, Electra. It's a cool deck what they got going on. Oh, I forgot to get the one out of their graveyard. Fair enough. I hope that doesn't bite me in the bum. Desecrator, I like that. Oh man, missing our land drops is harsh though. I don't miss our land drops, so unfortunately. And I think we have to pitch Desecrator. I know it sounds weird, but I don't want them to hit it with Valaki, right? And at least it gives us the target to get back because we can't get it back with... There we go. X. Ooh, we could pitch a land. We could pitch a land. Queen. No, I'm going to decline. And then pitch Desecrator. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think I want to keep the rest. So we'll pitch this way. And once again, like, it just keeps our, you know, now they can hit us if they want with Valaki, and we're not worried about it, right? I think that's correct. We may actually end up using this Blood in the Snow. They're trying to draw a card. That seems fair. For Planeswalkers. Would be kind of nice. I guess if they go... Alright, there's Valaki. Excellent, excellent. So we read that one correctly. Problem is they know about Blood in the Snow now. So that's the one awkward part about that, right? But luckily getting back... wasn't great about that. Wasn't thrilled about that one. Thirst for Discovery again. Seems fine. We could pitch a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think pitching a land here is not the worst. We have some options here. So now the question is, do we fire off the Alchemist? I don't think so. Like, there's nothing else I want to pitch right now. So we'll hold what we got. No attacks here. Force our opponent to make a play, right? If they play one of their Planeswalkers, then we're good. Because we could wipe the board, right? And then immediately after wiping, we get back Cemetery Desecrator, taking out their Planeswalker. So I think we're good there. We are going to take a little bit of damage here. Loth, okay.
Darkness will swallow the light.
So the biggest thing we can exile, I think we can exile Tybalt's backside, right? Minus there, that checks out.
I will get what I want.
That doesn't draw you a card this time, friend. block here, keep our life total up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. She's gonna go up to 6. Man, I feel like we can exile the backside, but I don't remember, to be completely honest with you. And we do have to remember they have an eye tyrant. Stowaway isn't bad. Let's go ahead and just pull the trigger on this for right now. Get back. Cemetery Desecrator. We can kill our Toxroll.
We will a gift in exchange
So can I get the
for loyalty.
backs? What is her loyalty gonna be? 6. I mean, obviously the short answer is to get back is to kill Toxroll, right? Oh, well, shoot, never mind. We could just get rid of Blood in the Snow. There we go. We got there. We got there, chat. We got there.
Merely delayed.
Man, Desecrator's so good. Desecrator's so good. So they're gonna play Sorin. We're gonna bounce the token with, well, we won't even technically need to because Desecrator is Menace. So I don't think they're gonna do that. Man, come on. We just need either Meat for 4, fair. So what? So what, hold on, what happens if this, nothing, right? I'm curious, I'm just curious, I want to see what happens. Okay. Yes, oh, yes, yes. Runo. Toxroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are missing that. Let's go ahead and play Stowaway here. Now the problem is we are leaving Test of Talents down, so maybe I should have not played the Stowaway here. Let's see what our opponent does. I would not be surprised if we fire off the Hive just to eat our Desecrator. But man, we're doing the thing. So much graveyard hate in this meta right now. Just incidental graveyard hate is kind of preposterous. I mean, they may be willing to play Sorin here. That would be great. Because we have the 6 mana for Sphinx, and it kind of negates Tainted Adversary. Okay. Okay. Meathook is an issue. Reveal. So, do we attack our opponent's life total, and then we could bounce a zombie? I mean, we could kill Adversary here. If we wanted to. And we can actually wait till their turn. I mean, we could just bounce it as well. They get 2 more zombies is the problem. But it would make Toxroll that much better. Interesting. Interesting. They have, I feel like if they had a kill spell, they would have used it. So let's go. Let's attack and see what happens. Copy a Stowaway. Hit you. Trigger. Now the problem is, once again, discard the Archivist and a land. Well, we're definitely gonna keep the land. So we Runo here, or Toxroll here. And then leave up Test of Talents after that. So, man, now I kind of want to bounce the Runo. Or Tuck. Yeah, let's go ahead and pitch the Runo. Go here. Play Toxroll. And then let's just find out if our opponent has the board wipe and 2 cards. If not, we could leave up Test of Talents for the rest of the game. I feel pretty good. So that's going to be the deciding factor here. Right? Because Sorin can't kill Toxroll. That works. That works. Nice. Okay, so we're going to take quite a bit of damage here. Yeah, man, that puts us in really bad shape, actually. Like, really bad shape. That was really good for our opponent. That was very good for our opponent. So, do we bounce? We definitely have to kill that. Do we have to? Yeah, I kind of want to flip them so we can start drawing cards. That's pretty sweet, wouldn't it? And then what? Kill that. The only problem is they fire off the Eye Tyrant. Alright, we can also just send both of these. That actually doesn't seem too bad to me. And then just leave him back, but I kind of want another one. That way, I guess. Alright, let's see what we can do.
We were having such fun.
Alright, let's pitch the land here. And then play... Yeah, because this puts us... Yeah, I like this, I like this. So we bounce here. That avoids the meat hook, and we get to keep up Test of Talents. And then I think we can kill them, right? Yeah, this is almost lethal. Wait, this is... No, this is lethal, because we'll make a copy of the Sphinx. Okay, alright. We might be able to pull this off. They could still play Toxrill, though? Oh, no. So we... Okay, it's fine. We can kill Toxrill as soon as they play. Oh... No, man, our opponent has just had our number, man. We left up the talent. Gosh, nice. Well, they left up the one. There. Man, I think we lost this game now. So I guess we have to leave up the powered kill for talk. Yeah, I think we're just dead there. Well done, opponent. Wow, man, that was very good gameplay from our opponent. Holy shnikes. Nope. Solid series of events from our opponent. Yep. Kill this guy, ping us. Alright, so we can go digging. Another Blood in the Snow kills us, right? So I guess these should just be negates. Because negate would have saved us there. So yeah, I think these are going to be negates. Because we would have had it. Oh man, that's awkward. Alright, well. I mean, we're just dead. We need like bounce spells. Pitch that. Alright, let's go dig again. Another land, pitch that, play our land, and good game. Well done, opponent, well done. Well, happy friends, that is the deck. And to be completely transparent, yeah, I think it's a 1. It just, man, there's just so much incidental graveyard hate that you guys didn't even see in the videos, that people were just, you know, random. I mean, some of the games were pretty like I was just like bad luck, right? The matchup, they just happen to have random graveyard hate that's not in typical cards, but it just felt really fragile. I couldn't find a right mixture of like Archivist and Thirst to like make things click right, and it just, we weren't getting enough value off of Dollhouse. So yeah, I just I think the deck's a 1. I think there's better versions. Obviously, we are exploring cards. That's the purpose of this channel, to try to see like what's slightly off the meta, right? We're gonna try to brew, but later in the format we're gonna try to go off, and it You guys saw it. It just felt a little too clunky. Like we weren't getting enough value compared to all the other decks just streamlining. So I think there is something here, and maybe I just had bad luck. I'm not the best pilot, of course. We've talked about that, but yeah, I feel very hard pressed to just kind of have you guys burn your wild cards on this when it doesn't quite come together. I think the other iterations of Runo were better. I'm gonna keep trying. We'll try Sultai next. But I did want to play with Dollhouse of Horrors to see if we can make that happen. Fortunately, it didn't. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any advice, by all means, throw it down in the comments, and maybe we'll throw it up in future iteration. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy gaming.